Welcome you guys, this is Michi here and welcome to part 3 of the Porsche 911 GTE RSR build up here, the Porsche Simracing prize, the Simracing trophy from the Porsche Hotlap Competition on Simracing Expo. So yeah, welcome guys to the third part of this. As we've learned yesterday, we enjoy this stream a lot better with some music. So I choose to get out another stream of music, and you guys will hopefully be alright with the tunes that I've put on here. So we are at step 113 and we're taking the entire chassis here, looking for some wide angle parts. To begin with, I need to fix myself first a little. Anyway, I call this stream a Q&A stream and the Porsche build-up. So that is exactly how I mean it, saying in the title. I want you guys to put out the questions to me you ever wanted to ask, whether this is about streaming itself, whether this is about my rig, whether this is about this car, whether this is about my childhood, or whatever you basically want to know. Feel free to put out the message, feel free to put out the question. I'm going to answer them unless I have good reasons to not answer them. And I think you guys maybe can understand what I'm trying to express here. Anyway, we're starting step 113. Blue connecting tubes. The first package is already empty. And we're putting this all together. I hope you guys can somewhat see what I am doing here. I know this may be a little bit difficult to watch from the mobile, but I hope it's alright. Okay, so let me guess. Come on. Those parts can be a little bit reluctant at times. And please guys, bear a little bit with me for not doing sim racing this week. At least not today and not tomorrow, and most likely also not on Thursday. Because I decided it may be not the worst idea to take a little step backwards from this as of right now, since the latest results haven't been very satisfied. Yes, Altamon, very true that. Another day of build-up. How was your another day of vacances there? You're enjoying Dresden? At least I hope you do. Alright, putting this aside again because we're now building some sort of a cage. As we're starting with a connecting stig, a cross connecting stig. And those. of those nuts. Yeah, damn it. And then I'm still looking for this yellow thing. It's not in here, it's not in there. I hear you, Sven. That is what I enjoy about Simracing Expo, since that was some sort of my only vacances this year. Seeing something different, and if it's just sim racing friends and other simulators rather than your own one at home. I mean, remember back then I have been on a G29, and actually I never really relived the fact that I did at some point my final race on the G29. You know, I just sort of got rid of it without sort of honoring the service it did. Of course it had some flaws, as in the potentiometers going wonky every once in a while, but at the end of the day I never had really big issues technically. Which is an achievement by Logitech, I think. Just shows that they did quality wise pretty much alright. You pre-ordered your new phone. That sounds like you get some kind of monopolistic iPhone. That's at least what it sounds like. Can't remember you need to pre-order any other phone in the world apart from iPhones. And if you don't have an iPhone, you don't want an iPhone, right? But I'm just guessing here. You may correct me, of course. The other thing I'm not doing sim racing this week too much is because I'm still feeling sick, and I got an important customer appointment coming up on Thursday, so I need to be sort of on the top of my forces. Because having customer appointments in my job is a thing that happens considerably rarely. So you need to make sure, since it is not daily business, that you some sort of be prepared, be on the top of your abilities. Google Pixel 4. Did they just announce that lately, or? So let's see where this goes now. Seems like this becomes the middle consoles. Of the car. Separating the left from the right seat, if there is even a left seat, a right seat. And did you know about it, or are you just so much blown away from the announcement that you say, I'm gonna need that phone right there, and bought it? What was your motivation to get it? You planned this previously? So a 5-hole tube to put up here. Further fixing. Number 125, a blue connecting tube. One of these. Now I'm looking for one of these special parts again. I love looking for special parts, as they are so available, you know. Yeah, I hear you. The phones seemingly start to lose their life after 2 years. I had Samsung Galaxy S2, S4. I skipped 6 for 7. Now I am at 9. So I understand your thinking, and I also see the pattern. But what I don't see is the fucking little part I'm trying to find. Because it's in there. Alright. And also I'm trying to build this quite fast, so that you guys won't be further bored on me building Lego stuff here. That would make total sense, Ultraman. Would be a correct and well thought through business model indeed. Where did I pick that one from? No, not that one. So guys, again, you're heartily welcome to put out some questions, things you always wanted to know. Looks like becoming the steering wheel here. I will be particularly interested how they fix the steering, as in being the steering center, the steering rod, the steering gears are in the middle of the car, whereas the steering wheel is on the left hand side. So we're gonna interestingly watch the manuals how they fix that. Yes, Sven, I hear you so much about the Hey, how are you supposed to actually even do that? I hear you about the sim racing calendar, all the stuff that gets you busy. I do have the same, for the most part. I think next race for me coming up is FSR on the upcoming Sunday. And before you even ask, no, I haven't even started practice just yet. Mr. Cookie Monster, good evening. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing alright. So I actually found out how they want to do it. They will use some angled connecting tubes. And of course this is just now again a matter of finding them. Oh dear. There they are. So I think this is how the steering will be put together. Short red connecting cross sync stick, whatever you want to call it. Yes, this is exactly how they do it. And I'm gonna show you that real quick. Once steering put together, there we are. So here you are. You see this part here? And if I now gonna start turning, oops, on the wheel stick, which is that one. You see that is working the steering. And then I sadly need to find out that the steering isn't attached correctly on the other gears. And now the question is, have I built something wrong here again? Because that should move, and it doesn't. Bear with me. Sven, looks like you failed being there when it mattered again. Hey, that Nepper Sim Racing. Yes, I do play with that Lego thing here. That has been a sim racing prize. No, for the sake of it, I can't see anything wrong with it. Because most likely... Okay, they have another... Okay, I think I got this now. They have another... They have another step. No, actually, what happened is... Kishore TV, thank you so much for your follow-up there on Twitch, buddy. Welcome. What they actually do is... They take the impulse that way and go over here to those gears, and that gear will move another gear back here, which will move the gear down there, and the gear down there will... I will show you that. You see, that moves a little with the steering to be turned. Now I can't turn the steering too much as... There we are. I'm too stupid really to show it correctly. So now you see what kind of gear is moving, and then there will be another gear up there to go over here, which will be transmitted to this. So that's how it works. But it took me quite some while to get this actually right in my head. Right, coming up, step number 130. Where is the wheel? We actually put the wheel on. There's the wheel. And then they were referring as to a blank plate. Now I think I saw this plate. There it is. I was like, I saw that plate somewhere. And you put that on the middle, and then actually you put one of the stickers on, which is the dash sticker. So get me a pin set real quickly. So yeah, as this is a question and answer stream, obviously never sim racing, I'm not actually playing with toys, but however this Porsche model will be good enough. To show some sim racing techniques when doing coaching or stuff like that. So it's not necessarily a toy, but it is also a good way to explain things in sim racing during a coaching. So for example, how does the suspension work in a car, how do dampers work in the car, stuff like that. That is all the kind of things you can really do very well with that Porsche, as it got an independent suspension, got a boxer 6-cylinder engine. You can explain how differential works, at least in theory. Yeah, a whole gearbox only for the steering. I so much agree with you, buddy. So they have some sort of schabloons or some sort of one-on-one pictures in the book. I'm gonna show you that real quick, where you can watch from the top whether the car geometry is built all right. You can see the steering here. On the top they highlighted some things where you really need to look at in order to be fine, because this is what they are trying to explain now. You need to put everything just so straight, just so straight away, straight. Because I think now, yes, exactly, you will attach the final gear that will make the steering complete. And then I can show you how the steering works again. There is the gear. So, putting up the gear, everything is straight. Yep. So we're putting up the gear here. Yes, there we go. This works good. It is just a 90-degree turn, but you can basically see it. Here is the steering. And then you see where the steering works. So as Altamont indicated, it is nearly an entire gearbox just for the steering itself. So everything is mounted correctly. Everything is set. And we are moving on with the seat. And this, just looking at the picture, this reminds me perfectly of my bucket seat I got in my rig. And I'm pretty sure once it is finished, you guys will agree with that. I'm grabbing all the parts onto the knee straight away. One of these special connecting stig. Oh, snapper, it's not really difficult, to be honest. Of course you need to have a little bit of understanding, you need to have a little bit of logical thinking, and sometimes when putting it together it's always good to make up your mind and be like, okay, what could this tube be meant for? And other than that, it's just like counting holes, counting together the right holes, yeah. Put those tubes into the right holes. That is the... I mean, I don't want to even call it difficult. It's not really difficult. It is just, you need to be aware. And you need to take a little care. Yes, Florian, I will finish that up. No. Most likely I won't be able to finish it up. I actually expect 5 parts of streaming with another 2 hours, I guess. But we'll find out. We're gonna see. No. Surely not Sven. What are you thinking? You dirty bugger. That's surely not what he said. So stop telling lies. Okay, we need to put this here then. Sometimes Lego is weird and makes no sense whatsoever. Just from building stuff together. It looks like this sometimes. Connecting Stig. Hey there, Ben. Yeah, just like IKEA. But then IKEA, the IKEA manuals are way worse. Never. Turn on subtitles. Are you serious? I am very sorry, but I don't think subtitles would help that. Obviously not saying that I'm in any way speaking good English or anything. But once again, I'm sure turning on subtitles wouldn't really improve it. Okay, so we're coming up on the next part of stickers. I hate stickers, I keep fucking them up. So Porsche logo. Right, and we have a black hold tube to put there. Yeah. Sven, you're not gonna get away with that. I rather don't tell her. Right, that is all put together. And then we're putting those here. That one there. Step 139. Ben, you got kicked out of the kitchen when you said something, or just general get kicked out of the kitchen because just to be gone? So that will be the other part of the seat. At least they've put numbers on the stickers, which is a big help, trust me. Wrong side. That's off limits for you. I hear ya. So, now have a look. Does that look like a Recaro seat? So it reminds me very much of what my Rick seat is looking like. And do you see that Porsche saying? Nah, you can't because the fucking camera doesn't respond. Yeah, I turned off the autofocus in order to have a more smooth picture. But I guess you are aware of what I mean. So now putting the seat in the car. There we go. Way too straight in my opinion, but okay, never mind. It's a seat, you know. Moving on, 142. We've done anything? Yes, we did. A 15-hole stig. There we are. One of these. Blue connecting tube and black connecting tube. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I mean sometimes with you need to be aware of what you do rather than just sit there and put things together. Alright then, more blue connecting tubes. Oh come on, Sven! Yes Ben, I got some experience with race room. Why are you asking? Or you got any concrete question to it? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, then into the 5th. And then I'm looking for another fucking special part. I have always issues to find them. Heavily and now I need to know. Well, I think that's what she said when you were cheating on her or something. And if you ever do so, go screw you to hell, because you don't do that. That's the least thing you should do in life, is cheat on someone. And that should be it today with moral hints. So, fun moment. Have we done everything right? Yes, it looks like it appears to be. What's the base game like, and what are the costs for expansion and stuff? Actually, Ben, this simulator is kind of cheap. Yeah, Ultimate can be worse than just a smack in the face, but I agree, and she has every right to do so. So yeah, coming back to the question of how basic the sim is, it is very basic. I think there is a fictional track, so a track that doesn't exist that's being Race Room Way or something. I think that comes for free, and then you can buy single cars for €2 and tracks for some euros. So it is way more cheap rather than iRacing, and also way more cheap than R Factor 2 indeed. Physic wise, I would say it comes close to what is a little bit more advanced than R Factor 1. I'm not even sure whether they are based on the same engine. But that is beyond my knowledge. Alright, so now we need to think elsewise as we're putting that up here. I'm not sure whether you can try the cars for free. It could be the fact that if you want to race them online or in a competition that you may need to buy them. One of these black ones. Great, that fits well. Hey there, Twiggy. Yes, VRP are the so-called virtual racing points or something, or racing pennies. So they're in-game warranty to build, to buy content and stuff. It's just like credits on R Factor 2, but they do have a monetary value. Bear with me. More of those parts. Actually, this looks all the very same. What I'm need to get out of the... some part dropped. Thankfully, I got it. Bear with me. just had that in hands. Oh, there it is. Alright. Obviously I've pulled out the wrong one. So I'm seeing lots of them parts that do neat in dark grey but not in black. It's because the black ones are in here for whatever reason I don't understand. Yeah, Ben, you can really fairly say that the costs to get into Race Room are considerably low compared to any other sim. As I think the game itself is free as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that comes here. That means we need to put in it. Down here. Looks good. That was step 150. So 4 of these. To open that bag a little more. Huh? Okay, Ben, now actually we turn this question and answers stream around. Didn't you just move to Thailand? If I'm not mistaken. If so, why would you now consider moving back to Holland? Is that actually in the plans, or is that just a type of possibility? Oh, please bear with me, guys. I'm obviously just looking for parts. Well, I haven't touched Life for Speed for 8 years, maybe. Definitely for quite some while. I haven't touched that game. that going to be the exhaust? I wonder. Maybe not. Just looks weird. Oh, Twiggy, you would lend your S1 account. Okay, I do not even know what about those accounts. Ben, you need to tell me that. So, the journey you now made to Thailand is just planned to be like off for 1 year to do some adventuring down there. I actually thought that you were out there because of your girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't want to turn this into a private thing, of course, but I was just wondering, you know. So that is in. Come on. Okay, Twiggy, there is a top question right now, right there for you. If, as you say, Live for Speed is so good on physics, why is it so dead? And I assume it is dead because I don't hear about it very often. Hey there, Michael Barrett. How you doing? Not sure if it makes us friends, but it definitely gives us something in common that we have the same headset. Are you also having the G933 wireless headset? Alright, Psycho Ben. Well then, I guess you come home happy and you come home delighted. And that is very interesting indeed what we're building right now. We're building the ECU, so the electric control unit of the Porsche. I will show you to that. And this is actually very accurate because it is placed in every racing car around where the passenger seat will be. Obviously the passenger seat of the non-driving passenger. So, number 40. Number 44. So some actual Bosch parts, even if they are just painted and printed. So maybe you guys can see that. You see what I mean? With the ECU, so the wiring and everything. That's what we're gonna put in the car now. And we're moving on, step 153. Still way too many steps ahead. And I actually wonder whether the car gets a little quicker to be built the bigger the parts become we're gonna to deal with. Oh, Michi, what are you missing here again? This Blackwood circuit, is it actually a fictive circuit? Or is it a real circuit that you can find somewhere in real life? Because I never ever heard about Blackwood back then. If you put the backs down there, you obviously can't find it. Oh no. F. Yeah, that slows us down. Yeah, I hear ya, Twiggy. I remember that. Actually, it was the only game I actually can burn a clutch. Hey there, Ton. Michael. Maybe that still makes us friends because we share this channel here for a minute or something. So anyway, appreciate you are here. Thank you for the watch. As I'm trying to come back. There it is. 15 holds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Wrong. 7. Yes. That was a classic moment of be aware of what you do, because otherwise you fuck up. Yes, I'm doing that, Ban. Michael, you're watching for many years. So you actually have started with my hot laps. Because proper live streaming I just do for about 2 years now. With multi-directional tire flags. Okay, that's beyond me. Okay, as you say, don't kill me on that. Yeah, I won't. I won't kill anyone in my life. Oh, Michael Barron, the fan of the first hour. Very interesting. Why haven't you ever spoken up before on the streams? Have been shy? I guess so. Oh, don't kill me on that, Triggy. I've no. I only know that they got tire flex, which I appreciate a lot, as I think it's the only modern sim that has proper tire flex around. I don't know how iRacing is on that level, but since we're working on a damaged model there, I don't expect that and the tires are black boxes, I don't really expect the tires to be graphically modded elsewise. Oh, we're speeding up here. Wow. The front nose is gonna be fairly long, because I think this part is the mount of the front bumper. Okay, what we're building up here next. I can actually check this here. Bear with me for a second, guys. Yeah, okay, Twiggy, you can sort of feel the suspension and the tire flexing, but you don't see it, I hear ya. Alright, Ben, have a good work shift, see you there, bye bye. Okay, next up, I'm looking for some weird part. There it is. Bear with me, I need to clean up. Oh, there. I got some towel. Still sneezing, you know. I think it's fair to say that Slightly Mad Studios got me slightly mad with the result of ACC. No, not ACC, P-Cars. Wasn't that a funny joke? Slightly Mad Studios got me slightly mad with what they did. There it is. Every time I see I need a special part, I'm like, nah, really? By the way, Michi, here's one for you. What's your thoughts on 1200 Hertz FFB coming out to Mobilista 2? What is the usual rate of force feedback? And please ignore my ignorance here. But what is standard? How many hertz? 360. Okay, the thing is, I never tried Automobilista, so I kinda have a difficult. I mean, I can't make an answer on it. How can I? But if I look at what happens on the screens, so 144 hertz, 200 whatever hertz, 60 hertz. I need to admit, as you guys know, I upgraded to a 144 hertz screen, and to be entirely honest, and please don't kill me for that, but I don't feel any difference to my 60 hertz screen whatsoever. I just don't feel it. I don't feel the picture being more fluid. I don't feel the movements being more smooth. I don't feel it. Full stop. I simply don't. And then I'm looking at how the human being, how the human body is reacting on lights and refresh rates in general, and then it said that the human eye is able to receive and perceive and process 30 pictures a second. Now, who's right? The guy that's saying, hey, I got a 144 hertz monitor and I feel it being super quick compared to a 60 hertz monitor? Or is it the biological science that is saying you can't see further than 40, 50 FPS anyway? I do see a difference between 30 and 60, yes. But I don't see a difference between 60 and 144. Now, call me retarded or whatever. Well, that's how it is. Okay, that can be fixed to the car now. It's very interesting building modular stuff to put that on the car then once finished. Step 165 coming up. As we're speeding up on the process of build up. Hey there, Joff, how you doing? I don't even know whether it is really that much of a difference. So yeah, I mean, looking at this, I don't even see braking points or something in some way better, because that would be coming back to the point where we say, yeah, the picture is more fluid. Even if it may be, I don't see it. So I do not see the big difference, you know. Once again, call me retarded or whatever. Well, that is basically how I see it, or how I experience it. Don't get me wrong, this monitor is still very lovely. But I love it for the way you can do racing on it, rather than for the way of seeing things, because I don't see it different. So attach it from the other side. We are getting there. I missed something, bear with me. Let's put these on top. Great, that's in. They are in. Now we need one of these. And this stig to put on top of that. Heiko, 1,580 parts. True, Twiggy. Now, as you mentioned it, I can't remember a time I stepped out of that monitor or out of that rig and I was like, oh, my eyes are hurting, or my eyes are dry, whatever. Good point. I didn't think of that. Lol, Hugo Boss model. Yeah, thank you so much, man. But no, I'm not. Despite it may look like. Basically just have been out for pictures with a girlfriend. So 4 small connecting tubes, each on the outside. More connecting tubes to be put on the inside here. And then we need a 5-hole stick. There we go. Put it on. Once I will be finished with it, I'm gonna be unhappy, I'm sure, that I got finished with it. As I said on the first stream, I enjoy building this car so much. Obviously, despite it gives me a little bit of a headache here and there. But then again, I'm loving it. Putting it together. Step 172. Ultimon, they don't pay him enough? You mean they do pay me? No, they don't pay me at all. Alright, see you there, Twiggy. Enjoy your evening with Black Mesa, have fun. Yeah, it's not even halfway through, but we're gonna make it halfway. Just another 80 step. Okay, I'm not sure whether we're gonna make it halfway. We will see, I guess. Ha! I found a mistake in their driving manual, not driving manual. Where is that error on the 173 coming from? Yes, it should be coming from here, but it doesn't. I found them to be wrong. Whoop whoop. There are some people that would be delighted finding such stuff. I basically don't care. As long as it doesn't hurt. Alright, we keep going. Two 7 sticks, 2 blue connecting tubes. And 2 black connecting tubes. Oh, I just was making a little fun of it.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm trying to live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. And if I say it,
A 9 centimeter long cross stick. That will be interesting finding it. It's not in here, it's not in there, could be here. Perhaps. No, not in here either. No. Nope. Sorry for that noises. Ah, det should I kill her. Ultimon, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Way too many parts. I think a racing car is built of more parts than we actually expect to be. I guess apart from the interior, there are more parts on the chassis than on a real on a real street car. That's what I expect. But happily, they don't build real street cars because imagine someone would sit there in the factory putting those things together. No, that's not it. At some point you may get some routine, probably blindly picking the parts out of the right backs even without looking at them. Okay, I do have an issue. Oh, for crying out loud. Where the heck are you? I mean, it's kinda long stig. It's not like you can easily oversee it. At least that is what you would think. Maybe has that pot fallen down? Alter. Yeah, road legal cars of IKEA. I can't believe that. It's not in there, it's definitely not in here, it's not in there, it's not in there. It should not be here. Bear with me, guys. I need to quickly do a So I cannot fucking believe it that I'm looking for a bigger part as much as for a fucking small one. So I still need to make that phone call. Trying to keep the stream up though. Hey, I get grey hairs because of the fucking part that cannot be found. This is quite sick. I just can't find it. And I don't even get it. Bear with me. This is the lot spec I never checked, I think. Halsmaul. Ja, natürlich. Natürlich. The entire back that has been pitch black all the time contains it. Alright, guys, bear with me for a second.
I'm rich.
Alright boys, so yeah, since we found the stick, I'll put it on the car, and then I actually need to have a break. Get some stuff sorted real quick. So I'm gonna shut down the stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here into first place. I may come back live today or maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. We are at step 175 and we're gonna go further to the end, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, El, and see you there. Goodbye.